There we go. Oh, look at all of this awesomeness. So that right there. And let me figure out how to get the chat. Okay, so I don't have the chat up on the screen, but it literally looks like it's gonna let me stay on. So I'm guessing the one person watching might actually be myself. So let's do it. I'm gonna disconnect that. I'm getting real quick. What just happened? Apparently, the camera's working still. Can you hear me now? Okay. I finally, yeah, I saw that after I was just talking. Okay, so I got that. So the sound is good. And now, and I just want to make sure it's stable. If it stays stable, then I'll grab the link and get it to pop that spot. Yeah, show chat. And then that full screen so I can see that. That's how I want it. Yeah. Peekaboo. What's up, guys? Okay. So yeah. Uh, I don't know what that was about. I've never had issues with that phone before, ever. That that don't happen. So hope you guys are doing okay. What I was saying, I don't even know if y'all caught that. It's been a crazy day for me. I just lost my debit card earlier. I think that's what happened. I ordered another one. It doesn't matter. I totally ordered another one. No, hopefully everything's gonna go right, and it's gonna let me grab this other phone so I can just look at the chat from the side and toggle this dang Wi-Fi. Also, I need to get Papa Squatch that link if he's even still, because that was like he said, I can only keep him. That was the worst. I mean, that was just terrible. It's like, Emma, why'd you even try? I don't know. Sometimes I really don't know. So let's go find Ember, shall we? Did it really take 17 whole ass minutes? Because that would literally be super embarrassing. Let's turn that down so I don't have an echo. I thought you were subbed already too, Dennis. I'm pretty sure that you were. That's really weird. That's super weird. Yeah, it's been a day. I lost my, like I said, I lost my debit card for some reason. It's just been kind of like great. It's coming up upon the due date for the third grandbaby. So I'm pretty anxious about that. I messaged her earlier. I haven't heard back from her. It's good to see you guys. I missed Sasquatch's whole live stream tonight, so I'm not really sure what that was about. I need to go back and check and see. I hope. Let me grab this link real quick and then I'll just go over there. He's done that, right? I'm pretty sure he's done streaming. Y'all let me know. It's been a minute since I got to talk to my own people. No chat. Exit full screen. See, this is also my big struggle whenever this is the struggle you have if you do this and you don't necessarily have a computer or an iPad to do stuff from. Yeah. And I have 4 phones that I do all my editing or content creating and all that stuff. And I do it from 4 phones. That's a lot to keep up with. So it's like, yeah, no wonder you lost your card. It's like I really it could take like 7 to like 14 days it said to get here and I'm just like, bro, it's so freaking long for me. That's like it's almost like a death sentence. Almost like and it's eggnog season. Like what treat me now, God. Treat me now. I'm devastated. Like I just thought about that. Like uh, it could be worse. Like it. I know this sound. I'm being so petty and so super self-absorbed right now. Selfish as all fucking get out. But I don't do that sometimes enough. I don't think. I certainly don't do it and like acknowledge that I'm doing it. Like, but I think it's good to. It's good to do that. Also, I think no matter how much of a shut in, this has occurred to me recently, no matter how much of a shut in you might think you are or you might want to be, uh, they feel alone, but then boy, don't they love company because misery does. Like you still shouldn't totally self isolate because that's just never good. That's never good. That's never good. But you also need to, like for me, I also learned some lessons this week in not engaging with everything that every person may have to say on YouTube, as far as like some of my comments. Um, some some it's just one video really in particular, and it's like Emma, that's the shit you deal with what you do. You know this, or like you had an idea of that getting into this, but you really got to know like how to pick and choose what kind of engagement that you're going to have with your audience. And a lot of times, a lot of this stuff I'm talking about in particular right now has to do with people that are probably not even subscribed to me, probably only are ever going to view that one particular thing that they saw, which was a short. Like, you know, they will literally give you fucking wrinkles if you let that shit get to you. Like, no, don't. Are you serious? No, no, thank you. So, I'm like, swerve. That's how I've been doing with that shit all week. But sometimes I was laughing at it. I laugh and then I'm like, you thought you was going to trigger me into responding. And then I'm my channel, I'll totally be a comment Nazi if I don't want to be triggered by it. I will straight remove that shit. I don't give a That's the beautiful thing about having a channel when you that part. It's like back in the day when like we had a flip phone and you could be like click. Kids these days will never know the beauty of that. God, I wonder if they still have flip phones. I swear I'm gonna get me a flip phone just so I'm like, yeah, you can call me, and people be like, man, don't call her. You know why? You don't know why she wants you. You know why she's one of those people that's like, hey, you can call me. You don't know why? Come on, let's call her. Let's call her. Let's call him and put it on speakerphone. She'd be like, yes, I'm batshit crazy. I feel like too, a lot of us after the pandemic. Okay, I've been locked up twice this year. Once for 45 days, and this last time for almost 30. And that was not the first or second time I've been in jail. That was just this year. And you're right, it does. Clearly, it will change. It changes everybody. It changes everybody differently on different levels for different reasons, different times. Some people will have a lot of shared experiences. Like there's some things to me that me and my friend can totally relate to as far as being uh, incarcerated and how different things that you go through being incarcerated affect you in your life after being released. Um, yeah, yeah, that definitely changes you. Because honestly, first of all, I'm not ever gonna apologize for being me. Like I don't believe anybody should ever apologize for being who they are. And I am who I am because of the experiences that I've had and the life that I've lived. And I'm not even that old. So, like, and I lived a huge chunk of my life doing all kinds of uh, shady shit, in like, as far as like doing drugs and stuff like that. Like, and didn't get in trouble or incarcerated. I just was like what people call a functioning addict for like a huge chunk of my adult life. And then I got locked up. And when you have in the way the system is here in the state that I'm in, the county I'm in, the way they had their system set up, and especially the diversion program, it's um it's it's good in a sense that like it gets you out of jail for especially people that are like first time offenders like me with the drugs and shit like that. Like they get you out of jail, and then like the program that they have you in and how it works is is okay. I just I just have a different opinion on things that have to do with the government. I think we all know that by now. But anybody that's been watching him for like more than like a day or more than like a couple of videos is probably like, yeah, kind of have an idea of, I guess, type of person that I might be. I don't know. A lot of people, I there's the idea that I have that I think people have of me, and then there's the actual idea that people have of me. I'm sure the two are not even the same. They might have like similarities, but they're probably not even. And then those two things are probably not really anything. Well, no, I don't know. I would say maybe those two things might even kind of be somewhat accurate description of it. I don't know. I'm pretty much how y'all see me is how I am in real life. There's like, I don't think there's, I don't really have a filter here. If the filter that is here, that's not one that I'm on myself or apply to myself, is one that is based on shit that I go, oh yeah, this is YouTube. You know what I mean? Like, clearly with what happened the other night with Sasquatch shit, like, wasn't even thinking about the words coming out of my mouth. It was just like, bleh, verbal diarrhea. And then he was like, get in the stream. Look at her just, and that's also something I'm just not even meant to do my whole life. But I think sometimes that's subconsciously what I do, don't even mean to. And that's probably why people just, or I feel like people don't always want me around. Like, oh, she's going to come in and you never know with her. She's just going to say the wrong thing at the, or something else I got accused of this week, not being able to read the room. I was like, mm, mm, mm. And that was a comment on the channel. And I'm thinking, I need to learn to read the room. And this is where I may be in an early on in this, still kind of in the baby stages of content creation, catch myself now. For example, reading that comment, you're sitting here with me early in the morning, I'm sipping on my coffee, I come across that comment. This is me in real life, 100% what you would see if you were like a fly on the wall. I read that comment and it says, you need to learn to read the room. And I'll be like, bitch, I need to read the room. This is my motherfucking channel. What you mean I need to read the room? Are you like lost or something? Like, what the absolute fuck is wrong with you? This is me. This is why sometimes I say, like, I have to step back from some of these comments, especially when they are like that, or tell me that I'm too sensitive about, like, I'm too sensitive. My analytics say that you are too sensitive, and like the 2/3 of me and my audience are on point with what the fuck is going on in reality. I don't know what the hell you're seeing, but what is happening right there in front of our eyeballs is what I just said. I don't know how the fuck you getting it so distorted, but like, please stop. That is also me in the morning having coffee while I'm like, usually my mornings consist of like going through shorts, seeing whatever shorts have been uploaded since I was last awake, checking the analytics on my stuff. Um, and also, I'm doing all that while something else is playing on TV that usually is true crime related. So that in that case, you could also possibly walk in and see me yelling at my TV because that's what you do as a normal human being. When you don't agree with something that's on TV, you can't actually yell at that person. You just yell at the TV. Like, favorite thing I used to do back in the day, like way back. This is like so throwback. Now that I'm thinking about it, so I used to watch The View back in the days when I used to watch TV, mainstream news and TV. And like I used to watch The View all the time, just so I could yell at Megan McCann when she would have something to say. And like, I would just always do the same thing they do on Family Guy. I'd be like, "Shut up, Meg!" every time. Because you know it's Megan McCann. So like, yeah, what are you cooking? Probably something super awesome that I don't even want to hear about right now. I'm just gonna sit over here and drown in depression and cookies. So pissed. Oh my god! Like, then I have a couple other like suspicions that I built up in my head, like that could possibly have happened. It's like I didn't even get back out of the car after I left the smoke shop. So like, what the fuck? Like, man, oh man. But on the plus side, I ordered another one, and that if I do find the one that I lost, it'll still work until the new one gets here. When the new one gets here, it's more badass than the other one. So it's like, You gotta, yeah, fuck that. I'm about to go get my ice cream. Just die in that. Cause like, it's been hard. It's been a really rough week for me. Like, then me and my homegirl, like, she's, she's a single mom with a young son. So I'm like always trying to give her advice because my son's teenager's almost out of high school now. And I do not really know how to give her advice in the sense that, what do you mean flow state's classy? Who's, those two words don't go in the same sentence. What chat are you looking at? What about, I'm so confused now. Won't let you show what? I'm pretty sure I can add you. Copy. Yeah, watch this. Messenger. No, it's gonna leave. Oh, no. No, don't do that. What is that even about? God help me. I can't even with this shit. So I'll just send it in a second. I'll just grab it and send it. Anyway, see, that too, Emma, is one of those things where you just, shut up. Fuck my fucking life. I fucking, yeah, fuck, fuck y'all. Fuck y'all and your food. I'm not going upstairs to cook right now. I'm too lazy. I just can go eat ice cream and be depressed about that. That's what I'm about to probably do. And it sucks. That sucks about my card. Like, why would that even happen? Don't- And I missed your show. I missed the whole last show. But I mean, it's just a bunch of dudes. So, so it's not like, you know what I mean? I wouldn't have really fit in, especially today because I'm wearing a skirt, which is super unemmed. It's like, no wonder you lost your card. I mean, you're out there trying to be girly, and look how that worked out. So that's why I don't do that. Where, like, I cannot. I'm just like, that's such a bummer. All the crap is going on. Because I follow true crime, which I think is super kind of weird. Because I don't think a lot of my subscribers really do. If they do, it's not something that we really talk about. You can't. You mean you can't hear me? Yeah, I was gonna say that's like not something that I would imagine him, for one, knowing how to cook, two, actually cooking it. And yeah, flow state talking about you. Eggplant parmesan. Like, oh yeah, that's what I was doing. I am wait. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I thank you. I don't really wear green that much, and so I was standing at the thrift store the other day, really arguing with myself over buying another mustard yellow knitted sweater. Like, Emma, you you really don't need another cardigan. You don't need another knitted one, and you definitely don't need another mustard yellow one. So, and I saw this one, and it's like it got the 3/4 length sleeves, and it's got a hood, and it's got pockets. I was like, and it was around four, and I was like, oh, and it was 50% off, and I was like, then I lost my card today. So karma, I don't know why. I was doing a good deed. I went to the smoke shop with my friend because she doesn't drive. So I went down there. She needed a vape card, and then like, yeah, I cooked spaghetti last night, and it was pretty good. It was actually really good. What's happening? What's it doing to the screen, guys? I literally don't know why it's doing that. And it's saying add item, and I don't want it to add an item. So I don't know why that's happening. Oh, that would suck. I've never had that happen. Like, lost it, like somebody stole it. Why is that happening? Okay, there we go. No, I don't know why it did that. One day I will get this right, or I'll get like, that's so crazy. We just saw I think it was a car accident um, earlier. There was definitely some cars that were had been in some sort of accident. I don't know if they were in an accident together, if the police were involved. The police were definitely there on the scene when we were driving by, and there was the vehicles were being towed away. I didn't see any ambulances or anything like that, so I'm assuming that there was no major injuries, and I also didn't see anybody leaving in police cruisers, but that doesn't mean that didn't happen because I did go down past where that happened, and then I went to the smoke shop, and then I came back by. And that's what I'm saying is I never got out of the car. Well, like I said, that also like it doesn't matter 'cause when the new one gets here, it's super cool looking. The other one was just like a lame old black card. Oh, is she okay though? Like, that's sad. I hope that she's okay. Like, that's never a good thing. I've been in like one little like fender bender, I guess is what you could say. That I was it was my fault. I didn't I put that in a T-boned another car. I didn't even see. It came super fast, like it's crazy. I, I don't have, I mean I have a Twitter, but I don't have Twitter app, so I don't get on Twitter. I don't tweet. I have the Instagram, but I don't have the app, and I haven't been on my Instagram in probably like 2 years. I also have Twitch and Discord. Those links are somewhere. I don't have those apps currently on either any of my phones because they be taking up too much space. I just said that earlier too. Who was I talking to about like clothes tendency to do the late night live streams, but like he'll like show up real late to like Sasquatch's streams right before he starts the stream. He's like low key creeping, you know, doing that weird incel stuff. As he does. But nobody's paying attention, right? Nobody noticed. Nobody cared. I was actually playing a short that he made for. I was playing it for a friend of mine because we were having a discussion about things that we react to and how we react to them. And I was like, oh yeah, I know. I was like this dude that I was on a live stream channel with like earlier this week or like last week that made a whole ass short about my facial expression. And I was like, because what the dude was saying, I was like there's, I was like, first of all, Flo didn't like really prep me for that whole thing, and I did not tell him like how I feel about that word, so like I wasn't ready for that. And then yeah, but not only that, not just the dude's the word that they use, just this whole like it's like caveman mentality almost like I was confused, genuinely confused by that. So like I just I I know that there's men out there like that that still exist. I know that it would be dumb of me not to, you know, that's crazy. I guess it's just I'm just not used to them behaving like that, and me like I just don't. Here's like not that all of the dudes that I've been around in my life have been like stellar fucking role models, because I promise you they haven't. Some of them definitely haven't. But like I could not even believe the words coming out of his mouth on like on YouTube. I was just like, wow. I don't know. I guess that's just it was just pretty lame like that. Like, and I have dude friends, but they don't really talk like that. Like, um, who is that? I've never heard of them. Are they drunk? Should we just go over there and just bomb the whole live stream? I'm like kind of being in my own little weird, weird that state that I'm in right now, whatever it is, where there's a lot of are they are they following the Delphi case right now is got me feeling some type of way. That's for sure. Like that that woman, that judge, it's got me messed up because, like I was saying earlier today, at the state that the case is in right now, it's like it doesn't even matter if he goes to trial and gets convicted with the way shit is and everything that's happened to this point, it would get overturned in appeal like that, like no doubt. So like they might as well just go ahead and declare it. This is a bunch of bullshit. The whole thing is a bunch of bullshit. She has no authority to tell the defendant's counsel that they cannot defend the defendant. It's just a crock of shit. I get really heated over that right now. Plus, that they really don't have any actual evidence, physical evidence attaching him to the crime, it's really not. It's terrible. And to me, what if the if that case, if we just let that go, if we just let that go, what's happened in that case, if we just act like that, it's not a big deal. The man's Sixth Amendment, it's only his Sixth Amendment right. You know what I mean? Like, just, just no big deal. Then if we let that shit slide, then we're going to start letting a whole bunch of other shit slide. And that's scary. That's what bothers me about that. And then you could be putting innocent people. It's a death penalty case, so if he was convicted, he did get sentenced to death, and it's something he didn't do. I know some people don't even agree with the death penalty. I do. I feel like there was obviously a reason why that was. Yeah, that's a whole nother rabbit hole. I don't even want to go down right now. Like, it's a whole debate in and of itself. Does I feel the way I feel. And then I found out too. Did you know that there are several states in which the lie detector is admissible in court? Georgia is one of them. I didn't know that. I I don't really know how to feel about like I do always like to hear about the results if there was a polygraph test administered in those cases. I like to hear about them. I do know that there's stuff about the science is still kind of questionable about that. So I can see why it's not necessarily admissible in most states. So I don't really, I don't really know. I don't really know how I feel about that. I was shocked because I thought they were not allowed to. I did not think. I thought that's how it was in all 50 states. They were not admissible. I knew that they could give them to you, but that the actual results were not usually submitted as evidence in actual criminal trial proceedings. So that blew my mind. So I just sit on that for a little while. Then there is a lot of stuff with the Delphi case that in the and just and the community in the years leading up to the girls' murders and the years afterwards. There's a lot of stuff that has a lot of people in the community that are tied to the girls, interconnected with one another. That just um, like just makes me feel like it, he's not the guy, and if he was that if he is, he didn't do it by himself. But you've got to link, you've got to come up with, you've got to give me a reason, a very valid, like legitimate, probable reason as to why he would do that, and just there's not one. Like I don't feel like they have any case at all, and the fact that they have literally had this man in jail for over a year and want to keep him in there for a whole nother ass year, all the way up until October of next year, which he filed a motion this week for he wants his trial within 70 days, he said, and he wants his previously appointed counsel returned to him. So, like, yeah, I'm not sure what he's even talking about. What are you talking about? You mad because you don't have a wrench, sir? You cannot just show up and whole ass expect to get a wrench based on what? I don't run my channel like yours. Honestly, it's probably a matter of I just need to find the file and then give you a wrench if that's what you're talking about. Yeah, yeah, just like I can't like looking just now listening to it, I laugh and giggle because I just go, it's got it just the only way the the only way that I could even attempt to do or say shit like that would be like in a joking, like fully joking, but it would have to be like around people that I'm super comfortable with, like that know me on a personal level. Like I could not just come out and say some crazy ass shit like, and I have a weird dark sense of humor. So like some of the shit I say with my friends, y'all probably would never hear me say unless one of my friends did some fucked up shit, recorded it, and then posted it for y'all to hear. Like, but yeah, I also just think there's something, I don't know, there's just a way that you just behave when you're an adult, when you're a grown ass man. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I need to start playing that for some of my friends, male and female, and just get their like straight up reaction to that. Be like, tell me what you think about this. Just like, how does this? Would you would you be friends with this dude? And would you expect? Would you, how would you feel if like just one day I showed up with homeboy and was like, hey, he's gonna hang out with us today. Just bring it in, bring it in. Like I know a couple of my guy friends that would be like, yeah, he's fucking hilarious. And I'm like, but then a lot of my friends would just probably not have the same like fully expressive reaction that I did because I'm just like I said, I'm just not used to hearing dudes talk like that in front of other chicks. I guess I don't know. I mean, yeah, I, that's probably what it is. Yeah, that's got it. I mean, for example, like that is not. I would never. I would just die if I heard Sasquatch say some shit like that on one of his live streams, or a couple other people that are creative. Like I would just be like, "What is wrong with you, bro?" Uh, that's what I thought. Wait a minute. I knew that already. And it's gonna do this right here. Hold on a minute. Don't do that. You know, I'm super. That's because I'm in chill mode right now. If I was not, who y'all probably didn't hear me in between whenever I was trying to connect from my other phone and it kept dropping. I was livid and I was about to snap. I was really getting heated over that. Okay, thank you, Emma. Is this is not that one. So I need to do, okay, let's see. Hold on just a second. Let me figure this out. Let me see. That's that thing. Okay, let's see. Um, and then I'm gonna do that, and then it should. Oh, here we go. Let's try this like this. Do you even do you? Okay, hold on. Oh wait, here we go. Fingers crossed this works. Right, boom. Give me the link. Okay, now I'm just gonna go back and get that again. Why did it do that? Not let me do it. Copy the link and then go there. That's so lame. Let's try that. What did you say? Thank you. Where are you going? That ain't right. That is definitely not it. Wait, maybe that is it. Wait, is that it? Is that right? That can't be right. So this is what I do know it'll do. I'll just pull it up like this and do this. There you go. That is not right. That cannot be right. This, I know this is not right. So let's just do this. Select all, delete. So why is that not working the way it should be? Okay. No, that ain't it. This is it. Okay. Now let's try this again. Okay. That should work. If that doesn't work, then I literally am a total moron and don't know what I'm doing. Which, you know, there's a really good chance that that's what's happening. Okay. So that should be it. Did I get it? I know I just sent I sent I sent one. I didn't drop it in the chat. I sent it. And so we'll see if that works in a second. Yes, we'll see, won't we? Mm. do that. We don't need to do that. I'm not having issues. Go on all that. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he does. He's the one that also he did some funny ass shit earlier this week. He said so he's the one that he got that's where I got the e-thug thing from. That shit was freaking hilarious. But that is the first interaction I've had with that guy, so I really, really can't give you an opinion on him, really. So, no, you know what though? If my link is not going to work right, I guess I could just hop off here and end this one and then go over there because it's been like a whole hour. And then we could just go to flows and you can start up over there and we can go from there. I guess that's what we could do. It's so typical. And let me stop everything I'm doing and have a conversation on the phone. No. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, oh, no, never mind. Look, yeah. No. How do I do that? Yep. Yep. Nope. He can come in. Yep. Why has it got you muted? There we go. Look, I did
What
it. What's up?
Oh, just
What?
sitting at Sonic waiting for food.
Are you not on? Are you? You might be. Were you in a different time zone? Oh, wait, no. Sonic's
It's
still open?
it's 10 here.
Oh, I need to set. I need to set my watch back. Yeah, I didn't do that, and that was like how many days ago? Yeah, everybody, it's slow. Oh, sitting in the drive-through, ordering food, just being flow. That's
Just
for
being
sure.
slow. Worked late
Yeah, because
tonight.
he's not cooking. Did you?
No, I don't cook
No.
anymore. Not anymore because my
I,
girlfriend's such a good cook.
so you don't have to.
Yep.
I'm not. I always end up with guys that can cook way better than me. So
Well, my
I don't.
ex-wife
I mean,
couldn't.
I can. I can. I can cook that.
Yeah, my ex-wife couldn't cook, and I never. It never mattered to me because I've lived my whole life kind of eating through drive-throughs and shit. But Katie can cook, and I'm like, oh my god, this is changing my fucking life.
Surprised you're not fat.
Well,
Because when I used to eat
I'm
fast
pretty
a lot,
active.
that didn't
I mean,
matter with me.
it's 10 o'clock, and I just got off work doing concrete.
Oh yeah, that's pretty strenuous and like active work.
It can
Yeah, that's
yeah,
not easy.
tonight was easy. It was real chill.
What are you guys doing? You just pour concrete?
Um, I work independently. I don't always do concrete jobs, but we had one tonight, and yeah, one of the general contractors that I do jobs for, he had things going on at his house, and he's kind of got a crunch because I don't know if you know general contractors, but they have a bunch of shit around all the time. and
Mhm.
the city got on his ass about all the junk in his yard.
Yeah.
So they're coming back tomorrow to inspect. But he wanted while we're there, one of the things, so he's taking this week to clean up his house, but then also like, oh, all the half done projects, we can finish them all right now. So it's one of those things. I don't mind. It pays
You
good. It's
sure you're not
chill.
burying nothing in the backyard? Because that sounded super, super suspicious. Like, yeah, just had a concrete, job. Just had to,
No, I don't need the receipt. Thank you.
smooth it over.
Yeah, it's weird, but if if he doesn't care, I don't care. I'd rather work late than work early, especially since I have been streaming all night fucking long now.
Yeah. The other day, I did not realize how much time I spend in my little dungeon down here where I am. And because my house plants aren't here anymore, I don't open the blinds when I'm here as much.
Oh,
And I had been
thank you.
here for like 2 days without leaving the other day. Went outside and it was super bright, and I was like not prepared for that. I was like a vampire going out into sunlight. I was like,
Huh.
it was so fucking bad. Like, no.
Like when you first get out of
But
jail.
yeah, yeah, that. I usually, for some reason, end up getting out of jail at night though. So
Oh,
there's this adjustment that I have when I first get out, when I realize that, yeah, I'm gonna be walking home and it's gonna take 3 hours. The first hour of that is navigating through the downtown area homeless, and then I'm near the area I gotta go to. But even still, yeah, like it's after usually like 9 or 10 o'clock when I get released from jail. Last time it was like 10 o'clock, and I was walking till like 11:30, 12 o'clock before I finally got a hold of somebody to come and get me. By then, I was already like 2/3 of the way home. That sucked.
first time I got
But I don't
raided,
fucking play around, huh?
I got arrested. I was in bed and I got arrested. I woke up floating out the front door in handcuffs in my boxers. And so when I got released, when I made bond, um, I had to fish around the jail lost and found and take a pair of and wear home a pair of swimming trunks. I had no shoes. I walked home barefoot in somebody's swimming trunks from jails lost and found. But I was so fucking happy to be out. I didn't even care.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's usually how yeah, you don't even care. Like, I know one time I thought I was going to get arrested, and I ended up not getting arrested. They took me to the hospital, dropped me off, and told them that I needed to like chill the fuck out. They did like a mental health screening and then let me go. But when they took me to the hospital, the cops took me to the hospital. I didn't have no shoes on. So when the hospital released me, I still didn't have no shoes on. So I then walked another like 12 fucking miles from the hospital to the house with no shoes on. And it was raining. Like, oh my, yeah, I was in a skirt. It was raining. I had no shoes. It was July. So midway through that trek, it stopped raining. It got super hot. Oh, bro. By the time I got home that day, I was like, I wish motherfucker would. I wish anybody would try to start some shit with me right now. Like, come for me, please. Like,
Well,
oh
the
my
last
goodness.
time I got arrested, it was I was in there for a couple months before they transported me to rehab, and the clothes that I wore into the jail were the same clothes I wore out of the jail, and they did not fit the same.
No,
I had to.
no, that's always
They
heartbreaking.
transported me all the way to 3.5 hours in the. I don't know if you've been in one of those transport. It's like a big conversion van that's armored, and they put cages in the back, right? So you can like you've got like four individual pods in the back of the. Yeah, I'm too tall
Yeah.
for that shit. Um, but and I'm shackled the whole ride, right? So I spend the
To
whole
the
ride
waist
hunched over
and
like
at
this,
the
in shackles, and then when I pull in, like everybody's outside. It's all dramatic, right? Like they back in the fucking armored transport, open the door. I jump out like I'm getting off a Con Air. This like dangerous looking dude whose clothes are too fucking small.
Like where he looked like John Coffey in the Green Mile when he's wearing. It's just so sad, so sad. But that is that's part of jail, and everything they feed you in jail makes you put on weight. Like that's one thing I can't stand it. That like
And where I was at,
really,
it was 24/7 lockdown, so we didn't get any yard time or nothing. You're just sitting in your bunk eating cornbread.
yeah. Oh, I come up with all kinds of crazy shit. Like I had took the paper bag that we get for the commissary. So I took it. I actually snuck another one back to my cell, which you're not supposed to do. But they were when the CO started being like okay with some shit because they had to keep us locked back 24 hours. So like I took it, busted out the bottom of it, and like rolled it into like this crafty little rim, and then tucked it part of it under the top bunk. So then I took some toilet paper and some pad bags and wadded them up and just made a basketball. It was oh my god, I had a blast. And then every time there was a particular CO I knew would like come and say some shit, when she would come in the morning, I would go and hide that shit. Yeah, like I don't like authority, but I can do jail time. I don't like to do jail time because my family they'll put money on my books. I'm gonna order those snack packs, bro.
Where I was at, they didn't even have commissary. 24/7 lockdown, no commissary, no TVs, no yard time, one book per inmate at a time, two decks of cards per 8-man cell.
They trying to get y'all to kill each other.
Oh,
That's what that sounds like.
24/7 fluorescent lighting. They never turn it off.
I got
They
locked back
never even
for
dim them.
5 days for
Yeah,
that
I was in there for
because
three and a half months or so.
I took a bunch of balls of toilet paper and paper towels and stuck them up on top of mine because those really bright fluorescent lights, and they don't turn them all the way off. They dim them at night. They don't turn them all the way off. Well, even to the dimmest that they have them, I can't stand that shit. And so it was either that or I would put the towel up over my bunk, and they'd tell me to take it down because it's covering my face. So the first 5 days I'm in there, I'm not a pleasant person. I usually end up getting locked into the chair for a couple of hours for the first little bit. Then I go to solitary for a couple of days. Then I get to go out in general population. But that's part of the detox process too. When you're in there, it's a
Hmm.
bitch. That's why I tell my kids and other people's kids like that when they say don't do drugs, they really aren't playing.
I mean,
It's
I
not.
think
It's not some
first few
bullshit
days,
campaign. It's real.
the first few days of detox is the best part of jail because you sleep.
Oh yeah, but like they be interrupting you for head count 2 times,
Mhm.
2 times a day. I'm not trying to wake up none of those times. I'm not even trying to wake up to pee most of the time. And they're like, head count, come to your cell door. Like, that's right. No. So I thought that I could take off my wristband because my wristband has got my picture on it. So I'm like, yeah, I'll just take that shit off and go stick it up in the window and that'll count.
Right.
No. They were like, no, that's not how that works. I'm like, yeah, well, that's how it's gonna work today because I'm literally not getting the fuck up, not even. And they're like, "So you want to get locked back?" I'm like, I don't give a fuck." That's what I said. I was like, I don't even care. Do it. Like, what else is it? That's the end of that's the worst thing that can happen to you in jail. You're already in jail.
Is what?
That's the worst thing when you're in jail when they lock you back, or if they take you to the like solitary confinement where you don't
I did
even
not like
see other people.
solitary. Mm-mm.
That's not cool. That's
Yeah,
the worst.
it's
That's
like
where I draw
living
the line.
it's like living in a closet that's dirty.
Yeah, with a window like this,
I
and that's where you get your food and everything.
I threw such a fit in solitary. I just raged. I had that whole jail pissed off for 3 days.
That's how I ended up in a chair.
Tell
I
me about this
They
chair. I
had
never
metal
got to a
doors.
chair.
I got put in the chair, and then I got halfway out of the chair, and then they tightened up the straps in the chair.
Well, I broke out of the 8-man cell into the hallway one night. Um,
Why did that? I've never thought that's never occurred to me. Like once I'm in there, there's nothing that's ever made me go, hmm. I wonder if I can break out of this bitch. Except for the chair.
well,
I was like, I just wanted to see if I could get out of the chair. So,
no, yeah,
but the jail.
I had to quickly sneak, because there's double doors there so that you can stage people in and out, and I had to be slick with it, and I was able to use a sock and something else, but basically block the latch on both of them, and I had to do it at night when the chick working who was in charge of night shift, she had the hots for me, and so I knew who I could get away with this with. Um,
Mm.
but she
That's
started
why
freaking out
most
over the
jobs are
intercom.
hard. I'm such a
Huh?
weak ass bitch. I'm such a weak ass bitch. There,
What?
I, that's one thing I'm not. I don't necessarily think there's a type of person or a dude that I'm attracted to. There's some people that would be able to get that over on me, and there's some people that would never be able to pull that on me as a CO. But I know that there are some inmates that I'd be like, let me just go get the keys. Let's go. Let's come on. Let me fuck up my whole ass life for this
Well,
one dude or one chick. Like I'm an idiot.
she was yelling at me over the intercom. She was like, "Taylor, go back to your cell. Taylor, Taylor, please go back. Taylor, I'm gonna have to get the sheriffs." And that's when I went back.
Like I'm gonna have to get this. Like that went no. Okay, so first of all, that should have that'd be in my where I've been locked up. That would have the first thing that is a clear red flag to all the other inmates. She was calling him. She was calling him by his first name. Did you hear that? Like, no, no. And that's here. That's the way it is up here. Like, if we was here and we are not allowed to have male COs, the women in the county jail here, no, they're all female. But most of them are lesbians. So it's like, it don't even matter. And most of the chicks in the jail are lesbians too. So that whole thing never made sense to me at all. Especially after some of the shit I seen this last time I was in jail. I was like, so why can't the dudes COs be over here? And they're like, why are you even asking that? And then I'm like, why are they not concerned about the lesbians? Like, I'm not
Well,
hating. I'm just saying.
they
Because
had
I
a
got
camera
yelled at
pointed
one
right at
day.
our toilet. Like, it don't matter. The
Yeah.
chick CEOs were watching us shit. It's just like whatever.
Yeah. So
She's
I got
watching
yelled
me
at one
poop
day
and she's still into me. All right.
for the day. Yeah. For the dudes walking by that were the trustees for the dang for the food, and they were walking by and I saw them, so I was like super pumped. I hadn't seen a dude in like 20 days. I was like, oh hey, and they were like, Inman, do you want to get locked back? I was like, no, no, I don't. It's the dudes, and they're like, and I was like, and it's the dudes. Y'all are haters, just whole ass haters. But they're like, so they're in jail too. You realize that? I'm like, yeah. That means they're my kind of people. I
And actually,
don't
when I
understand
busted
why
out in the
they
hallway, I ran down to the women's wing and said hi to the
what
windows to the women who didn't understand what was happening because I was running around and trying, like I kind of blasted through, banged on the window, was like, "Hey, hi," and then like ran off
they were
again.
like,
They're just laying in bed looking miserable and slobby like everyone in jail. Like, what the fuck just happened?
that's how it is, and it's miserable in there, and everything. The schedule, like here, you're up by 6 for breakfast, and then I think you have lunch by 11. Dinner is at like 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it really, really sucks. It sucks. It's so shitty. I hear prison is way, way better than jail, and I'm like, they
Mm-hmm.
both suck. They both got you locked up. You do not have free will. They control everything you do all damn day long.
Everybody
What are
couldn't
you
wait to
even
get to
talking about?
prison.
Yeah,
But in
yeah. And I'm
prison,
like, in the end,
in jail, they want you
what
to
freaks
take a
me
plea
about
deal.
prison's scary to me. What I've heard about prison, yeah, But I'm not a dude, so I don't really got to worry about that. But if I was a
What
dude, no,
chicks don't have fingers?
no, but like they not okay. No, I don't know. I don't know. There's things still that I don't, and even as an adult with the kids and grandkids, there's probably still things that I've not learned that could happen to you as an adult that you may not want happen to you. Like there's probably stuff I still don't know. I don't want to know. I hopefully don't ever have to know. But knowing what I know about what goes on in men's prisons, well, no, I'd be terrified. I don't care
Yeah.
what I look like. I don't care. I just know that you're vulnerable if you look a certain way in jail and you are a certain size of jail. Stuff can happen to you that's not good if you're a guy. And it's just sad. Like I would be so scared. I'd be such a square if I was a dude. I'd probably never get laid. Yeah, I'd be the opposite. Yeah, seriously, man. For real. I would never want to get in trouble because, dude, no, like that's scary.
But I mean, consider this: you would have way more testosterone, which makes you way more aggressive. So your whole temperament would be less scared.
Bro, I already got like
Maybe.
testosterone as a chick. So, like, no, no. Plus, I don't know. That's a whole weird, like, I don't know. I don't know. Uh, that's a
Well,
weird It's a weird thing to because there's a video that I saw on YouTube that kind of discusses this in full. Just like I think it might have traumatized me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, probably did. And then the shit I've heard from people that I know that have been in prison that they've seen or whatever. Like, so it
prison
really is a real thing.
prison
Yeah,
didn't scare me at all. The thought of prison did not scare me at all. The thought of missing my daughter's life terrified me.
yeah, yeah. That's why another thing I hate about being locked up, not being able to talk to my kids, because I'll talk to my daughter if when I'm in jail. She's fully grown and not in school. I don't talk to my son when I'm in jail. He always finds out. He always gives me shit when I get out when he sees me. But I try not to go to jail. I try to stay out of trouble. That's actually something I've been pretty good at my whole ass life until the last couple years. The initial shit that I started getting in trouble for was uh, me literally trying to get people that I was having a disagreement with to understand the law and how it's supposed to work. And then there's the law and how it's supposed to work, how they think it works, and then there's how our local sheriff's department thinks that it works. And none of those align with one another, like at all.
How does your sheriff department work?
Well, okay, so they uh they usually disagree with me because uh the neighborhood that we're in and the house, they just always side with them. And but there's been times where I can like prove my side of the agreement and they just escort me off the property. If I'm like super aggressive when they show up, they tend to just throw me in the back of the car and like, yep, nope, you're trespassing. I'm like, no, see, I'm not. I live here. And they're like, yeah, we're not doing this today. You're just going downtown. And I'm like, oh, okay, fine. And that's the reason why I had multiple charges. This time, the trespassing charge is actually wait, no, that might have got thrown out, but the injury to real property stuck this time, so I have to fix the door. Door's fixed. Door's been fixed. I got to show that the door's been fixed. I got to like take pictures of the door that's been fixed. I'm still. I'm gonna
It seems
invoke.
like you would either be trespassing or not, and like we could, it'd be impossible to do this song and dance every time.
Yeah, that's what you think. This literally has been going on for at least 3, if not 4 years now. I'd have to look it up and go back to, okay, so my first, so if you were to look at my criminal record, the first trespassing charge that I have is not related to the current disagreement that's been going on for the last 3 or 4 years. First trespassing charge that I caught was some stupid shit my parents did one time when I left rehab early and they were trying to like keep me from coming to the house because they wanted me to go back to rehab. And then my sister found out about that charge and called the sheriff's department and told them like, yeah, I know where she's at. I didn't even know that I had that trespassing charge. My parents did. They forgot to tell me about it, and they kind of forgot about it. Then my sister found out about it, and she actually turned me in. That shit got dropped, and then I started having these disagreements with my ex. We were living together. We're living in the basement of his parents' house, and and I've been living there for like 3 or 4 years already when this started happening. And the first time it happened, the cops come over there and we're all talking about it. One of the officers was like, so they're saying that she is talking to the other officers, like, so they're saying that she doesn't live here. He's like, but like, I was just down there in the basement. I was just talking to her, and like, it's obvious that she lives here and she's definitely been living here for quite some time. He's like, and she's got mail. She's got like medical bills that come here in her name. She's got a bank card that's been mailed. It's like she lives here. He was like, so I just told her if she's got somewhere else that she can go for the night, we can take her and drop her off there. They can figure this whole thing out some other time. So as long as we get this dispute right now, like settled. So that's what they did. That's usually what they do. There's been a couple times where they've gotten called and they've showed up and I've been like either high out of my mind or so pissed off that they were not able to talk me down. And that's when they took me to jail. They were like, we're just going to take you to jail for trespassing. I'm like, fine, whatever, whatever.
I actually
But
have a
yeah,
warrant right now for failure to appear on trespassing charges. Huh.
yeah,
Yeah.
you'd be able to sign yourself back out probably.
The cops, well,
Why
I'm
don't you?
fuck them. No, fuck them. They pissed me off. I mean, the whole thing is bullshit. The cops just wanted to search us, right? Me and two other dudes were talking in the parking lot of an apartment complex, and the cops roll up and go, "Hey, you guys are trespassing." How the fuck can that be possible? So,
Yeah, no,
anyways, I got a court date. Well, no, I took a day off work. This was in 2020. I took a day, or 2019. I took a day off work to go to the courthouse to tell them, yes, I want to take it to trial. Okay, schedule a new court date. And no, I took 2 days off. I took a day off work, went there, got kicked out of courtroom for being on my phone after the bailiff told me not to be because they were taking for fucking ever. So I had to bond out, make another court date, take another day off work just to tell them I want to take it to trial. Then COVID happened and they postponed it indefinitely. And then I didn't get the notice for a new court date, and I got another bond or another warrant, and I have to. It's like $300, and I have to go in person. And it's like, fuck you guys, fuck you guys. If you wanted me to deal with this, you're gonna have to inconvenience yourself.
yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what I always say too. Like, you guys are gonna have to do your work. Like, for example, when I got arrested in was it February, March? It was April. I got arrested in April of this year, and when I got out in May, I ended up having I ended up having another trespassing warrant taken out on me in June. I didn't know about it, and I got a letter mailed to me like the day before I got arrested in July, telling me that I had another warrant and I had 10 days to turn myself in on that warrant, but I didn't know that. So in July, um, I knew that the cops had probably been called. I was pretty confident that they were called, and I saw them, but I weren't sure if they were actually here for me or not. So I just kind of like flagged them down and waved them over to where I was standing at the sidewalk because I was thinking, okay, so I'm not at the residence. They can't really get me for trespassing because I know they're going to try to shake me down and say that bullshit. But at that time, I'm thinking, but I don't have a warrant for that. So as long as they don't catch me right now, they can't say I was trespassing. So fuck that. So when I waved him down, I was like, look, man, I just got some of my stuff. His dad knew that I was coming to get my bag and everything because I had left it over there. So I'm leaving. That's why I'm going to the store. And they were like, that's cool. Can we check your bag? And I was like, yeah, but I got some weed in there. And then I started thinking, and I got some pills in there. I was like, but they're mine. They're just not in the bottle that they are supposed to be in. And they're like, yeah, I was like, yeah, I know that's probably not going to fly, but hey, I'm just telling y'all that's what's in there. And I had forgotten that I actually had a whole ass thing of dope in there too. So they got me with that. And yeah, once they found that, there was no way they were not taking
Wait, why
anything
did
else.
you let them search that?
My book bag,
Yeah, why would you let them
yeah,
search your?
if they asked, yeah. I was like, yeah, y'all get, yeah.
What
Because I
the
figured,
fuck?
yeah, yeah. And what's even weird about it after the fact, when I was thinking about it, well, dude, I had took like 3 Xanaxes already, so like clearly I probably did not need to be walking any further down that street by myself. That would not probably would not have ended well for me at all. So it's probably a good thing that I was dumb enough to fly good down that day. But I wish I hadn't because I know like the first thing I thought was, one of my kids is gonna see this on the damn mug shots. This is so fucking not what I wanted. Oh, so like sucked so bad because I just got out. I wasn't even out a whole month and a half, maybe, before I got arrested again. Yeah.
Look, I got raided 3 times in 1 month. I don't even want to hear it.
So something you definitely doing something wrong, or you was dealing with somebody that you
I was just living
definitely
my best life, keeping to myself.
right.
Really, the biggest problem is that
Just
the
talking
biggest
reckless on the
problem is
phone.
that they had a weak case against me and they wanted to make it stronger, so they wouldn't just fuck off.
Yeah, that's usually how it works. That's usually how it works. They'll just fucking leave you sitting in there for nothing. For fucking stupid shit. If you got a public defender, sometimes I have a good one though. I actually had a good public defender. And I'm in that drug diversion program. And they do not got me going and taking drug tests. I don't have to do any of that. I have these classes that I have to take every so often. I have so many hours of volunteer work that I have to get done. And if I get all this shit done by May, at a certain time in May, then I'll be complete and I'll have all this shit taken care of. And the charges will be expunged off my record. That's the most important part for me.
Yeah, diversion is cool. I got diversion for a minor in possession of alcohol in college. It was
But they
worked out
don't make us
fine.
register like they do y'all. They don't make us do that here.
Do what?
They don't make us register like they do where you are. They do not make us do
Well,
that.
they don't make everybody register, but I was convicted as a drug dealer, not a user,
Yeah.
so that's the distinction.
They won't keep track of you. They won't know what you do. If you
But
be doing
I've
crazy,
got paperwork to get all that shit expunged now. It's been long enough.
that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That's cool that even though like you were convicted as a trafficker or whatever, that they'll still let you get that expunged. But you had to like certain shit you had to get done first though, right? Or is it just
Well, I can
time matter?
apply to have it expunged. It still has to go back to the courts and has to be approved by, the judge and the prosecuting or in the county that convicted me. The judge, the prosecutor, and it's a small county, right? So there's one fucking judge, there's one fucking prosecutor. Both of them are still the same ones. Neither of them like me. Um, you know, it might be a grand waste of time, but whatever.
Yeah.
Because the first
No,
time I
she.
applied, when I was on corrections, my officer requested early completion for me. So I did everything perfect. I did rehab, I did inpatient, outpatient. I kept a job. I made all my meetings. I never pissed dirty. And then she recommended me, and they denied me, and they didn't really give a reason. Um, when we came back around the next time, they approved it, but she was pissed. She's like, I have never had anybody deny my suggestion for early completion. I was like, I told you they don't fucking like me
That's what.
because
That's
I didn't
definitely
play the
they will.
game with them.
Yeah, they and a lot of I think judicial systems are still kind of set up with that good old boys. Because it definitely is like that here. Everybody saw that play out with the Murdoch thing in South Carolina. It's definitely a real deal thing. There's a
Yeah,
lot of
and when
corruption.
like when they had weak cases on me, I wouldn't talk. I wouldn't give them the combination to my safe. So they put warrants out on my girlfriend. She was already in Los Angeles by the time they came around looking for her because, you know, and she stayed on the run the whole time my case was going on. Like they're just not used to that sort of shit in that town.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, here it's just if you don't check in with the right people and you're doing that and they find out, then they'll tax your ass and you don't pay that, then that's no good. And they will take it to your ass. That's how it's always been. So like it's just that's just how it is in small towns. That's the reason why
Hey, I'm
the
about to go into a bad service zone. It'll just be a minute or two though. But you talk, I'll be here.
okay, no, I was gonna say my phone might drop too, so I was gonna end the live stream, but if you're gonna go on later, then I can come over there and we can do that from there. I'm gonna change and then I'm gonna plug up my phone because my phone's literally on like 5%. I just
All right, that
unlocked
sounds
that.
good. Well, I'll let you go. I doubt that I'm going to stream tonight, but there's always a possibility. Who knows?
All right, well just let me know.
All right, later.
All right, bye. Who's still in the chat? Yeah, so it's I'm gonna end it. That way I can plug up my phone. I may go live again later. It just depends because were a couple things I wanted to talk about as far as like the channel, some of the updates and stuff like that because I want to get back into art and do some shout outs to the new subscribers because there's a whole lot of new subby squatters. So definitely want to do that. So I will probably do that here in just a little while, but it's been a long day and I want to get my phone plugged up before I die. So thank you all for joining me and I will talk to you guys later.